Welcome, and thanks for your interest in this course. This course started out with a need to organize my own approach to editing images. Questions like, why edit at all? How much is too much? Should all images be edited in the same or similar way? Or for example, do images under different lighting conditions require a different approach? And if so, how would the approach differ? You see, back in the days when we shot film, our images arrived from the lab fully processed. Whatever you managed to capture in camera was what you saw on film. Now you still have to get it right in camera, but digital is different. And if you shoot in the RAW format, all your images will require some post-processing. So these are important questions. I was also frustrated by many of the articles and videos available on image editing in programs like Photoshop and Lightroom. The emphasis was pretty much always on technique, and usually just a walkthrough of the author's specific approach to editing. Now this emphasis on process over vision, at least to me, was backwards. A photographer's vision should always inform their approach to editing any image. You have to understand what it was about an image that caused you to pick up the camera in the first place. What visual elements in your image are most important in telling your story? Are other elements stealing the limelight? See, emphasizing important visual elements, minimizing others, establishing an appropriate mood, and leading your viewer's eye. You have to have a clear idea how you will approach each of these questions before you begin to move any sliders. After all, if you don't know where you're going, how will you know how to get there, let alone if you've arrived? So in this course, we flip the discussion and focus on the image first, rather than the process. Because at its most basic, all photography is about visual communication. In any photo, you're trying to show the viewer something about your subject. Our job as photographers is to evoke in our viewers the same emotional response that we felt in that place at the moment when we click the shutter. Learning to edit images in this way begins with understanding why we choose to photograph certain subjects. When we photograph things that excite us visually or move us emotionally, it's easier to answer that question. Now for me, it's all about color, pattern, and dramatic light. Sometimes it's right there in front of me. Other times it needs a little coaxing to reveal itself. Now for you, it might be something quite different, but the point is, when you understand what it is about an image that made you pick up the camera, you can plan your editing approach to help the viewer to see the image as you did. So, while vision must always precede technique, technical mastery of the tools can't be ignored either. Technical mastery provides the means to realize vision. So on the surface, this class is a deep dive into the Develop module of Adobe Lightroom Classic or Camera Raw if that's your preference. We cover every panel and each control in the Develop module in detail. More importantly, we describe how the controls, both global and local, interact with one another. I've distilled the content of this part of the course down to just what you need to understand to successfully edit images in Lightroom Classic, based on your artistic goals. And while this course is all about image editing, to be honest, everything you do before the click will have a far greater impact on the success of an image than anything you can do later in Lightroom or any other image editing program. So in this course, I won't give you recipes to follow. I won't show you how to make your images awesome or cool. I will, however, suggest an editing workflow that will get you thinking about how the visual elements in your images contribute to what you're trying to say photographically, and to efficiently plan your edits to express that intent. I hope you'll join me, and I look forward to seeing you in the class. Thanks for watching.